Hello guys, Mikkel here, Power Moves Fitness, here with Danielle, PMF coach, and right now we're going to be discussing the barbell hip bridge setup position and how to execute the movement. So the hip bridge is, well, it should be your number one go-to for training your glutes, for strength and hypertrophy. It's the best movement you're going to be able to utilize to target the glutes and hamstrings, and it's a very safe movement. You can use a variation like this or some other variations, but it's very safe. You can go quite heavy and you can really train your hips and glutes to get very strong in a safe way as well. Okay, so we have a 20 kg bar and we have the hip bridge pad attached into the middle, and also we have a bench set up as we are here. This variation I'm going to show you is a constant tension variation. So the bar's not going to go to the floor, it's going to be constantly moving, and it's going to keep tension on the glutes and hamstrings and the core for the duration of the set. So Danielle's going to get set up. So immediately she's gone into a good setup position. Feet are hip width apart. Yeah, she's bringing her feet back as well. So she's not in this very wide setup position. This is too wide for her hips, yeah? And it doesn't really make any sense for her feet to go that way. She brings them back in nice and close into hip width. She's going to be able to get a good ground connection. She's going to train the glutes well and really target the glutes as well. When you get set up, we want to make sure you're putting the elbows on top of the bench here to get the bar up off the floor. This is probably the hardest part of the movement, moving the weight up into position. So as she puts the feet down, elbows on, she's going to use the shoulder blades as well to push the bar up to the top. Awesome. Hands on the bar. She's keeping the shoulder blade pinned, and she's going to go for a couple of reps now. From this position, she is driving the hip up. You can relax and then go through. Good. Keeping the knees pushed out, as you can see. She's keeping her head chin tucked, yeah, so you can put your head into the wrong position. So she's not dropping the neck back like this. It doesn't really keep the spine in alignment. It's quite dangerous. So the chin is tucked, everything is in alignment, the core is engaged. She's looking down towards the pad. As she drives up, she's pushing through the feet. As I said before, knees open. And also when she comes to the top, you can come down and go again. She's thinking about pushing the bar towards the knee, extending the hip up, squeezing the glutes, and putting a lot of control into the eccentric part and then a lot of aggression in the concentric. So you can go for a couple more reps. Awesome. And one more. Good. And relax. So do notice also when she's doing the hip bridge movement, there's not a lot of like moving around of the torso. A lot of the movement is based in the hips. There is a little bit in the core as she comes down, but everything is staying nice and tight, controlled, and she's really extending the hip up at the top to squeeze the glutes and really train those muscles hard. Okay guys, that is your hip bridge.